Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. Got a story I want to share with you from payments.com, and it's really important because it is about the automation and the digitalization that's coming to us. And it is an example of how punitive and how discriminatory these digital or these smart things that they're creating to make life easier for us will also exclude us from a lot of different opportunities. So listen to this. So it says Chinese borrowers are barred from mobile payments amid record defaults. So with this digitalization and part of this beast infrastructure that they're setting up is you're going to be required to use your smart device and have digital ID, a digital wallet. You're going to do digital banking. Everything's going to be digital. So, a lot of brick and mortar businesses are going to not be in existence. And those things are going to be converted into 15-minute cities, basically. And I did a video on that a couple of days ago, so you can go back and read it. But the point of this is to just demonstrate how life is going to be so difficult. And you think it's difficult now, but it's really going to be difficult if the only way to do business is digitally, and you can't because your information has been flagged. And so you're going to receive some type of punishment because of that. So it says millions of Chinese consumers have been barred from mobile payments amid record defaults. More than 8.5 million people, mostly between 18 and 59, have found themselves blacklisted due to missing payments on things like mortgages and business loans, the Financial Times reported Sunday, citing local court records. That figure is up from 5.7 million in early 2020, driven up by the economic downturn caused by the pandemic. According to the report, Chinese law forbids blacklisted defaulters from taking part in a number of economic activities, including buying airline tickets and making payments via mobile apps like WeChat Pay, and Alipay. Blacklisting happens after a borrower is sued by their creditors and missed a subsequent payment. The runaway increase in defaulters is a product of not only cyclical but also structural problems, said Dan Wang, chief economist at Hang Seng Bank China. The situation may get worse before it gets better. And so that's always been my concern with the digitalization, is that because structural things in the West have never been addressed, we've never got restitution for slavery, we've never received reparations or anything. There have never been any laws or punishment for discrimination. Nothing has been done about all of the disenfranchisement of our people. So we're already at a disadvantage. And then you add to that the influx of immigrants, the destabilization of Black communities that is happening intentionally, the intentional discrimination of employment, preferences for other ethnic groups that are just arriving here, or they're importing people from other places to avoid hiring us. So this intentional benign neglect is a structural issue that has been in place for 400 years. It's been a policy of this country to neglect us. And so when we get digitalization, we already behind the power curve. It's just going to get worse for us. And so, for me, this is important because we need to demonstrate how living here in Babylon is not going to be a good thing for any of us. So if you holler about, oh, this is my home, and oh, I love this place, it's my country. Honey, Y'all little Israelites better give up this stuff, because this ain't gonna be no place you want to be. You gonna want to not be here, because this system ain't gonna be for us. It is gonna totally devour our people. So it says, as noted here in July, Alipay and WeChat own 91% of China's digital payment space, with cashless payments in that country adding up to 434 trillion worth of transactions each year. $434 trillion of transactions each year. And as Payments wrote in October, the ongoing rise of contactless payments may be among the most notable trends of the year, and it could pave the way for innovations that will shape commerce in the years ahead, of course, because we're going to this digital currency. PSCU Chief Growth Officer Brian Scott told Payments at the time that the groundwork was laid a few years ago, as credit unions and other financial institutions started to create and issue contactless cards at scale and educate the public on how to use them. The pandemic was crucial in leading people to examine payment methods that didn't involve passing their cards back and forth amid concerns about public health. And that was the whole purpose of the. So, as you can see, they're like telling you like what they're doing. If you don't believe them, then shame on you. But it's happening. So it says contactless payments have been incredibly impactful, Scott said of the present environment, adding that the consumers using contactless consistently are using cards more as their primary payment device. Meanwhile, October saw reports that retailers that cater to budget-conscious Chinese consumers have seen a boom in sales amid the country's downturn. For example, online retailer Pinduoduo reported a 66% increase in revenue on its platform, which offers groceries, apparel, electronics, and other items at lower prices that many other retailers began attracting both rural and urban customers. So, as you can see, there's a push to get us to use these digital payment platforms. And then once you start using them, they'd be like, oh, well, we got a way to punish folks now. We could just keep them from doing all kinds of things. So you can't buy an airline ticket. That means you can't travel. So they're basically controlling your movement. They're controlling your ability to do business, to buy or sell. So if you can't see where things are going and how this is going to look for us, it's really going to be painful for you. And if you don't believe it, like they're telling you what's coming, just because it's not here now, just because it's not happening now, doesn't mean it's not coming. So again, keep prepping, do what you got to do so that when these times come, you'll be better prepared. You'll be positioned to deal with things like this if you have to go into this system. All right, y'all, this is Marley K, and I'm out.